Hello, welcome back to Yakuza 0, the final chapter. We're going to get one last
登場界
recap.
最強と言われる堂島組が独占を狙う巨大な利権。カムロ町再開発計画。その鍵を握る殻の一坪の所有者、牧村誠は橘の生き別れの妹だった。極道たちは特殊な生い立ちを持つ兄と妹に情け容赦なく牙をむく。殺された兄の復讐を誓った誠もまた堂島組の凶弾に倒れ、暴力の闇に飲まれていった。しかしカムロ町が今まさに堂島の支配下に置かれようというこの日、極道の掟から外れた2人の男がそれぞれの思いを胸に伝説の幕を開けようとしていた。
So two men will decide the fate of Kamurocho, Kiryu and Majima. Black and White, the final chapter. We're not going to get it all done tonight. I think it's probably going to be this episode and one more, but we'll see. So yeah, Makoto was set on revenge, and it's cost her. Now she's in hospital.
終わったんか。手術はどないやった。
失礼ですが、あなたは？
あの子をここに連れてきたもんや。
大丈夫。手術は成功です。ただ、まだ意識が戻ってません。もしかしたら、このまま目を覚まさないかもしれません。
なんやと。
という状況よ。世良さん。
世良。
真島、牧村誠の場所を移す。ここは危険だ。堂島組に彼女が生きていることが知れれば間違いなくとどめを刺しに来る。守りきれん。
せやったらどこへ。
少なくともここよりは安全な場所だ。先生にも付き添ってもらう。お前も一緒に来るか。
俺があの子のそばでできることはもう何もないやろ。セラ、誠を頼む。俺にはあの子の代わりにやらなあかんことがある。これ以上あの子を黒の世界に踏み込ませたらあかんのや。堂島組がおる限りあの子は意識が戻ったとしてもまた狙われる。せやから俺が全部しまいにしたる。
お前まさか堂島と刺し違えるとでも言うのか。
先生もあの子を頼むで。なんとか手尽くしてあいつの目を覚ましたってくれや。
He's gonna honor her wish. Try and
真島。
wreak some vengeance for her. The same night at the
カムロ町再開発計画。今まで散々殻の一坪に足引っ張られたが、ようやく本格的に役人が動き出すことになった。渋沢、てめえの手柄だ。
He's getting all the praise.
そんじゃこれからは渋沢を頭って呼ばなきゃいけねえわけですか。
その前に
まだやることがあるでしょう。
何の話だ？
風間組の始末です。橘不動産、日教連、奴らの陰で糸を引いてたのは風間の頭ですから。堂島を裏切ったけじめはきっちりつけねえと示しがつきません。
無所にいる風間の頭を消すってことかい。
そんな中途半端なやり方じゃてっぺんなんか取れねえよ。脅し以外はズブの素人だな。
てめえなんだその口の利き方だ。
風間組の息のかかったもんは全員だ。連中を登場界からきれいさっぱり消さねえ限り、桐生みたいな跳ねっかりがまた出てくる。ほら、徹底的にやらしてもらいますよ、親父。
今度の若頭は血の気が多いぜ。
So he wants to completely wipe out the KAZAMA family as punishment for their kind of, I guess, their part in the whole empty lot thing, trying to stop them getting it.
ここにいたのか、桐生、錦、牧村誠。まだ見つからねえ。アジア外の連中にも手貸してもらってるが、今んとこ手がかりもなしだ。
そうか。
なあ桐生、お前真島五郎って男知ってるか？
名前だけは聞いたことがある。そいつがどうかしたのか？
そいつも彼女を探してる。風間組の事務所に押し入って柏木さんを一人で叩きのめしたらしい。
あの柏木さんを？
真島はその後俺んとこにも来た。
やられたのかお前？
はっきり言って歯が立たなかったよ。
そんな奴が誠を探してるのか？
ただその真島は堂島組とは別で動いてる。あいつは誠を守ろうとしてるようだった。敵じゃないのかもしれね
え。だからといって仲間とは限らねえ。とにかく誠を見つけねえことには何も分からねえままだ。死んだ立花のためにも彼女だけは何としても守りてえ。
そうだな。
It's not a number I know. Guess I'll have to call back and see who it is. Best find myself a phone box then.
知らねえ番号だ。誰からだ？
Who'd be calling me now? Could be a trap. But I can't afford to sit here watching the clock tick. If it's got anything to do with where Makoto is, I'll take a chance. First, I need to find who it's from. Time to find a payphone. Yeah, it's funny, like, little do they know, obviously, that they're both basically doing the same thing. Like, obviously, they're both trying to protect Makoto, and funnily enough, now, they're both trying to basically... Did I see numbers? I did. Let's have a little losing in there. It's Miho Tono! Yeah, so they're both... Oh, what's the password? Sutegakiro? He's speaking too quietly to catch what he said. Good. What do you want? The usual. What was that about? Sub story there. That guy's like a little black market weapons dealer. You can unlock by doing his side quest. Right, yeah, so it's funny enough, they're both basically doing the same thing. They're both trying to protect Makoto, and they're both basically trying to bring down the Tojo clan single-handedly. They've both got a kind of want to bring some vengeance on the three lieutenants and Dojima. Somebody rang my pager. Not sure what it's from. You should call them back. Shows how old this is, by the way. I mean, it's set in like the 80s, I think. Shows how old it is that they're still using pages. And that they have to go to a payphone instead of having a mobile phone. Set up.
はい。そっちは
日教連の世良だ。
世良さん？あなただったんですか。
立花社長のことは聞いた。堂島組にやられたってな。俺は今アジア街の陳さんの店に来ている。お前と差しで話がしたい。すぐに来られるか。
何の話です？
会ってから話す。気をつけてこい。堂島組は今もお前を探してるぞ。
Guess Sarah's in Kamurocho too. I need to meet him in Little Asia. I do. Need to, you know, this was kind of, it's down the back alleys, isn't it? Oh, there we go. It's, yeah, you can get, obviously you can go in from the top or the bottom, but it's kind of, it's a quiet little kind of alleyway that's, you know, it's Little Asia where all the kind of, all the non-Japanese people live. And it was Tachibana's kind of hideout. Here we go. Just gotta go through all kinds of kitchens and everything. But yeah, this was Tachibana's hideout before he sadly, or one of his hideouts. Oh, hello. Before he sadly passed. Emilio Okazaki. Welcome to the crew. Yeah, I mean, Kiryu doesn't even know. Sera's managed to get Makoto. Sera gave Makoto, I say gave, like she's a thing, past Makoto on to Kiryu. And now he's got her back. You know, he passed Makoto to us for us to protect her. Screwed that up.
最後に一目でも妹と会わせてやりたかったな。あんたが必死に助けようとしたことは分かっている。アジア外に住む中国人を代表して礼を言う。ありがとう。
よしてくれ。俺は何もできなかった。礼を言われる資格なんかねえ。ゆっくりはしてられません。話ってのは。
お前はもうゆっくりしていい。それを伝えに来た。
え？
牧村誠が堂島組に撃たれた。一応峠は越えたが、まだ危険な状態が続いてる。意識不明のままだ。
何があったんです？それじゃあ彼女は目が見えるようになっていた。
少し光を感じる程度だがな。それより幸い堂島組はもう彼女を殺せたものと思っている。早速カムロ町再開発計画の本格着手に動き出した。しばらく彼女に危険はないだろ
う。でも真島って男は彼女が生きていると知っているんですよね。信用できるんですか？
おそらくな。あいつはもともと島野の命令で牧村誠を殺すように動いていた男だが、今は心底彼女を守ろうとしている。ただこの先どう動くかはっきりは分からん。それより堂島組だ。若頭補佐の渋沢が堂島組の次期若頭に決まったらしい。これから実質的に堂島組を動かすのは渋沢になる。やつはこれまで表に出るタイプじゃなかったが、筋を通し耐え忍びながら力を蓄えていた。だが渋沢組は若い組織、久世剣能会や 阿波野の太平一家の上に立つには強い力を示す必要がある。となれば真っ先にやるのは旧風間派の徹底的な排除。特にお前は目の敵にされるぞ。それに殺しの濡れ衣も晴れてない以上、薩摩もお前を追ってる。お前はカムロ町を出てしばらく身を隠せ。時間さえ稼げればまだ希望はある。
希望？
牧村誠の意識が戻れば殻の一坪は日教連が取る。
え？
そしてそれが風間さんの真の狙いだ。
なんだと？
あの人は今堂島組の拡大を止められる唯一の対抗勢力として俺の日教連に白羽の矢を立てた。橘も殻の一坪を日教連に渡そうと動いていた。全てはこの俺を堂島宗平に代わる登場界の跡目に据えるためだ。
それじゃおやっさんはあなたに登場界を託したってことですか？
そういうことになるな。
知りませんでした。あなたとおやっさんにはそこまでのつながりが。
俺もお前ほどじゃないが風間さんには世話になってきた。俺に極道のイロハを仕込んでくれたのはあの人だ。足を向けては寝られない。桐生、お前のことも風間さんからくれぐれもと頼まれてる。殺しの濡れ衣の件もいずれ俺が必ず何とかする。だが今牧村誠が目を覚ますのを祈るしかないのが現実だ。
それじゃもう俺にできることはないってことですか？
お前はもう十分やった。お前がいなかったら牧村誠はカムロ町に来る前に消されてたろう。彼女が今なんとか生きてるのもお前のおかげだ。
彼女は今どこに？
病院からは移動させた。芝浦に停泊してる船にかくまってる。彼女が生きてることが堂島組に知れたらまずいんでな。
芝浦？
お前にこのことを伝えたのは俺なりに筋を通したかったからだ。あとは俺たちに任せてお前は町を出ろ。いいな。
Ah, so much to take in. I mean, it seems like a lifetime ago that we were framed for murder. That's how it all began, isn't it? Framed for killing that guy in the empty lot when we didn't even know what the empty lot was. I guess there's really nothing more I can do. I should meet up with Nishiki for now. If I head to West Park, I'll run into him eventually. Wait, let's head to West Park to see if we can bump into Nishiki then. Yeah, so I've totally even forgot that. So the Dojima and all his crew think that Makoto's dead because obviously they shot her, and she looked like she was in a pretty bad way. And then they just got a helicopter out of there. They probably weren't expecting Sarah to turn up and kind of rush her to a hospital. So yeah, they think she's dead, which is, I mean, it's good for us because that's kind of given her a bit of like breathing room to. Hang on a minute, we got some thugs to deal with. Yes, that's kind of given her a bit of breathing room that they're not going to be hunting her to kill her anymore because they think she's already dead. So they're just cracking on with the, you know, revitalization project of Kamurocho. Little do they know. I mean, they're cracking on with it thinking that, you know, the whole empty lot thing's not going to be an issue anymore because, you know, they don't think there's a, you know, a living ancestor to dispute ownership. The hell do they know that hopefully Makoto is going to make it out of her coma. But yeah, so Makoto is kind of in the clear for now in terms of being hunted. We just got to get out of town and just lay low for a while. Let Sarah do this. So yeah, so Kazama's basically got it lined up, or that was the plan. Had it lined up that Sarah would be the next head of the Tojo clan, because I don't know if you remember, at the moment they've just got kind of like a stand-in guy in charge of the Tojo clan. And everyone's fighting. Dojima wants to be the next guy in charge.
どうかしたのか。
堂島組の連中が風間組の事務所に向かってる。風間組を襲う気らしいぞ。
何？
渋沢が堂島組の次期若頭に決まったらしい。奴は風間のおやっさんの勢力を根こそぎやる気だ。俺もお前も的になってるはずだぜ。
号令かけてんのは渋沢ってことか。
すぐ街の中堂島組で溢れる。俺ら街を出るしかねえぞ。
おい、いたぞ。キリと錦まで。
Yep. Said I warned us as much.
牧村誠は日教連の世良が保護してた。堂島組は彼女を殺して殻の一粒に型がついたと思っているんだ。だが彼女が生きている限り殻の一粒は世良と風間のおやっさんの切り札になる。堂島組を抑えつけることができるはずだ。
Just gotta stay
この
alive.
場をしのいで時間を稼げば状況は変わるかもしれねえ。
つまりどうしろってんだ。
お前は風間組に行け。柏木さんにも身を隠すように伝えるんだ。こいつらは俺が食い止める。
桐生、
早く行け錦。
分かったよ。
Finally listens. He does what he's told.
お前らの相手はこの俺だ。
風間の使いっ走りがでけえ口叩くんじゃねえ。お前らは全員皆殺しだ。恨むなら風間を恨め。
Yeah, so as Seta said, Shibusawa wants to basically, he wants to stamp his authority down by basically just annihilating the whole KAZAMA crew. I mean, obviously, KAZAMA, our dad, is kind of responsible for all of this, or a lot of it. We've caused ourselves a fair bit of trouble. Nishiki's caused a fair bit of trouble along the way. Even Kashigawa, I want to say, is that it? The guy that Majima beat, who's kind of head of the family, even he, I don't think really kind of obeyed their orders. Do you remember when, the generals gave the orders and said, look, we need to hunt down Kiryu? I think, even then they didn't, basically, the KAZAMA has been a rogue family in the Tojo clan, and he wants to wipe them out for their insolence. But we're not having that. What up? Not gonna have our dad's crew wiped out. Yeah, so they're all fighting over who's gonna be the next, number one, the big top dog at the top of the Tojo clan. At the moment, it's a standing guy, and Dojima's hoping that if he can get the empty lot, that he will be the next guy. Wonder how the KAZAMA family guys are holding up. I hope they all make it out okay. Yeah, damn straight we're going to the KAZAMA family office. Screw getting out of town. We are checking in on our family. But yeah, so Dojima thinks he can be the next captain as long as he can get his hands on the empty lot, because that'll give him loads of power. Seta, if he can get hold of the empty lot himself, then maybe Seta can be the next head of the Tojo clan as well. Because ultimately, I mean, it's a weird one, because KAZAMA is obviously loyal to the he's obviously loyal to the Tojo clan. He's a member of the Tojo clan, and he's a good guy. But he didn't want the Tojo clan to get, or the Dojima family to just get too powerful. Kind of, he's trying to kind of keep the balance a bit, because if any one family gets too big for their boots, then it can just cause serious trouble. It's still sad, when I think back about one of the first conversations, one of the first proper conversations that Kiryu has with Tachibana was Tachibana saying that basically he just wanted a friend, and you know, he loved the whole. He loved the fact that Kiryu would just do anything for Nishiki, and it's just like it doesn't even, you know, they're kind of sworn brothers, and no matter what the situation, no matter how much danger Kiryu had to put himself in, you know, he didn't even have to think about it. He would jump in to help, and Tachibana just wanted a friend like that. I think it's, you know, it's heartbreaking. He got it in the end, didn't he? I think him and Tachibana had that for the short time that they had together. Oh.
KUZE、あんた一人か。
ああ。
KUZE just chilling outside the KAZAMA family office.
組の人間は引かせた。てめえとやり合うのに余計なちゃちゃ入れられたくねえんだな。まだ風間組には手出しちゃいねえよ。錦山も事務所の中だ。
堂島組は風間組を、いや風間のおやっさんをどうする気だ。
始末するに決まってんだろ。風間組もおめえも。今その指揮取ってんのは渋沢だがな。誰がやったってさほど難しい仕事じゃねえ。堂島組はもう登場会ごと下に収めちまおうっちゅう勢いだからな。お前らをぶっ殺すまでいくらでも兵隊を送り込めるってことだ。
そうかもな。だが俺は、雑魚がいくらかかってきたとこで今のあんたほど手強いとは思わねえ。あんたは俺をぶちのめすためだけにここにいる。何の損得もねえところで命張る男ほど厄介な相手はいね
え。よく分かってんじゃねえか。俺を今動かしてるのはな、男の意地ってやつだ。それさえありゃ男は笑いながら死ぬことだってできる。俺とお前どっちの意地が上に行くか見ものだな。
決着つけさせてもらいます、KUZEの兄貴。
いいよね。上出来だよ。いつでもいいぜ。殺す気でかかってこいや。
I love that there's still kind of an element of, like, you know, respect there. So this is it, the final showdown with KUZE. I love KUZE. He's probably my favorite bad guy in the oh Jesus Christ! Wow, he hit me pretty hard there. I'm pretty sure I've got an inventory full of items, which is nice to know because something tells me I'm going to be using them. Let's have a nice bit of sushi. There we go. Right, can I get a nice... There we go. A nice shop sign. He made me kicked it out of my hands. Outrageous. Right, hang on, let me get it. Let me get it back, KUZE. Damn you! Yeah, this, I mean, obviously, we're approaching the end games now, so this is one of the harder fights. Jeez. Alright, give me my sign. There we go. No, I missed him. I don't know, maybe this might not be the best style I could use. You know, you can always try out different styles and, you know, different kind of, you know, I stand by the fact that I think Zero, I mean, the Zero does the best job of the series and of any game ever of like interspersing cuties in the middle of the fights. So good. Some of that. But yeah, I love that kind of like, you know, KUZE's got nothing left to fight for other than his pride. He really hasn't. Like, you know, at first, it was him, Awano, and Shibusawa all fighting for that to be the captain. Now it's gone. Shibusawa's the new captain. It's, you know, he's got nothing, you know. He's not doing it for that anymore. He just wants to beat Kiryu.
なんて野郎だてめえは。どこまでも強くなりやがる。
クゼの兄貴。
なんとなく俺にはわかる。風間の頭はお前がこうやって本物の極道になるのをずっと抑え続けていた。その封印を解いちまったんだよ、堂島組は。
Yeah, KAZAMA never wanted this life for us.
お前の他にもう一人、そいつも今本物の極道になろうと必死にもがいてる。日教連に激流、そこに奴が渋沢がいる。
渋沢が日教連に。
牧村誠は生きてるんだろ。渋沢は殺し屋に女を撃たせるときわざと死なねえようにしたらしい。まだ堂島の親父にさえ報告してねえらしいがな。あいつは日教連に女を囲わせて連中を泳がせたんだ。そのアジトを突き止めるためにな。
なんだと？
女も世良もおめえも風間の頭の息がかかってる人間は全員根絶やしにする。そうやって渋沢は初めて堂島の頭になれる。本物の極道に。
桐生！錦。
今アジア街から連絡があった。渋沢が堂島組を芝浦に向かわせてるらしい。もしかして日教連は芝浦にいるのか？
ああ、誠もそこにいる。
マジかよ。ならすぐ行こうぜ。桐生、車回してくるからよ。
It was all a trap.
分かってんだろうな、桐生。てめえは極道の一番深いところに足突っ込もうとしてる。風間の頭が止めたその道をこのまま進む覚悟があるんだったら行けや！
ええ、全部覚悟の上です、クゼの兄貴。
I love that. It's kind of like, you know, all the way through, KUZE's kind of called him a punk and whatever, and just like, you know, it feels like he's finally acknowledged, you know, yes, you are a beast of a Yakuza. And, you know, and as he says, like, KAZAMA never wanted us to follow this path, because that, you know, KAZAMA didn't want us mixed up in all this. He didn't even ever want us to join the Yakuza. And we're this monster that the Dojima family have unleashed.
桐生、この車に乗ったら最後だ。またこの町に戻ってこられる保証はねえぞ。もうやり残したことはねえな。あれば今のうちに済ませとけ。
This is your last chance to move about freely before the final battle begins. Speak to Nishiki for a list of options. Choose switch to Majima from that list to change protagonists. After switching to Majima, you'll have the opportunity to return to Kiryu, so you can prepare thoroughly. just so you know, this is a perfect time to make a new save game in case you need to come back. I love that. So this is the point of no return. We're gonna leave we're almost gonna leave the episode here. I want to do one thing first. But yeah, like, this is basically the point of no return now. We get in that taxi and that's it. We'll play until we complete the game, and that is what we'll be doing next episode. So as I just said there, we've got the opportunity now to at will flick between Majima and Kiryu, so you can do that to kind of, tick off any little side missions that you haven't done yet. Just mess around with some mini games. Unlock. You can finish off their little side quests and to kind of level up their stats a bit more. All that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is almost it. Yeah, so I love that kind of, like, I guess because as I've always said it from the beginning, KUZE's got a code, he's got honor. There might have been enemies, but at least there was a respect there, and there was a kind of, there were rules to stick by. People like Iwano were just like scumbags. They just, they've got no code. They just do whatever, Whereas I feel like, it's more like I guess like a samurai way of doing things, where, like, KUZE, if he's been beaten and he accepts it, he realizes Kiryu's better than him, and it's almost just like, saying, well played. He's almost just saying, well played. I know you've beat me. It was well deserved. And, and that's why I think he gives us the information. And he says, like, I don't know, it's quite sad. Like, he knows he's beaten, and that's it. He's basically like, I think he knows he's done now with the Yakuza, and so he kind of, that's why he gives us the information and says, go, they know about Makoto, they're sending an army down to Sera, and he kind of, he helps. His last act is to help us out. He didn't need to do that. I'm here to sing one song, because I've been meaning to sing it the whole series, and I still haven't done it. And it is the meme song. I'm sure anyone... I love this song. I mean, all the songs in Yakuza 0 for the karaoke are amazing. Or at least Kiryu's selections are. But yeah, we're going to sing this one. It is probably the most well-known Yakuza song. It is, by a mile, the most well-known Yakuza song. So good. You'll find a lot of you may well have just seen like little clips of it, little gifs and stuff, but never seen the full thing. So here you go. I think that's like Sunflower Orphanage, where him and Nishiki grew up together. Ah! He's getting too in the moment. Yeah, so remember, Nishiki and Kiryu grew up together in the Sunflower Orphanage, which is KAZAMA's orphanage. There you go. The most memeiest of songs from Yakuza. You finally heard it in full. And that is where we're going to leave the episode, with a waving green chick. What do we get? 80As? Oh man, what a shambles. What a terrible... I mean, if you get like all greats, you get... Okay, that was quite bad actually. I got 98 greats. That was really bad. I usually get at least like mid-90s. Anyway, we're going to leave it there with a dancing green chick. So next episode, we are going to go down to the... to catch up with Zera, catch up with Makoto, take on Shibusawa, put a stop to him once and for all. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, because I don't know, the next episode might be a slightly longer one, I'm not sure. But whatever happens, we're finishing it next episode, so don't miss it. See you later, guys. Jesus, that's loud.